Hiya, my name's David, I'm the Wandering Ponderer. I'm sitting here at one end of Vane Lane, and this end of Vane Lane only goes up there to the other end of a building, which is this building here. Just under a year ago, this building had a fire. It used to be Hollington's. Part of its history, and part of its history on this site used to be some form of a Victorian, some would call, workhouse. On Wednesday the 12th of February at 11 p.m, the empty building caught fire and is thought to be a deliberate action by somebody. As you can see here, a lot of the damage was actually not very severe, because the fire department, only being just up the road, were able to save it. An article on the Coggeshall website, Trevor Deasley writes, in the early 1900s, Hollington Brothers moved its manufacturing and wholesale business from London to factories in Colchester and Coggeshall. They took over the old Church Street factory, which had once belonged to Richard White, one of Coggeshall's last weavers. This consisted of a row of ancient cottages converted into a manufactory warehouse. Hollington's drew up plans for a new factory on the site. The old houses were demolished by Sachs of Coggeshall, who also built the new factory, which was light and airy and with lofty ceilings and skylights. The huge timbers for the roof supports arrived by train and were transported by horse and cart to Coggeshall. The building was then extended further up the street. Within a few years, the last stage had been completed, and instead of timber, the roofs were of iron girder construction. The new buildings were fitted out with machines and presses, and cloth was brought in from Worcestershire and Yorkshire, where the Hollington family had its roots, and they became the biggest employer of women in the area. During the Great War, the business of making classic English tailoring for men and boys ceased, while production concentrated on making uniforms. In the 20s and 30s, pea picking times would see a drop in the workforce, and the foreman would scour the fields hoping to recapture those errant ladies. In the Second World War, uniform making resumed, and not infrequently the romantically inclined would slip a note of encouragement into a khaki pocket. After the war, uniforms continued to be made by Hollingtons for London Transport, British Rail, and later the Customs and Excise Service. They were very smart with real gold braid. These uniforms were made for individually named customs officers. It could cause some hilarity when a group of Hollington's lady workers returning from holidays abroad were confronted by a customs official in the very trousers they had made. They would surprise him with a detailed knowledge of his most intimate measurements. In 1980, a Hollington's factory outlet opened in part of the premises, an early experiment in factory shopping. As shopping habits changed, the business declined and finally closed in the second decade of the 21st century. Well, that's it from me. That's a short one. Well, thank you very much, and as always, I will see you in another video. Stay safe.